Hey, it's Vanner, and this is Finding Frequency. I was I wasn't sure if I wanted to do an episode today. Um, Received a bit of bad news a couple of minutes ago. A good friend of mine, Adelle, fellow biker, passed away today, a couple of hours ago. COVID. So it's a tough one. It's not something that I expected to happen today. I was aware that she's in hospital and that she was quite serious. In fact, my friend Jeff, who's currently fighting his battle, actually told me about it just before he went onto a ventilator himself. Adele is one of three people that is currently in my circle of friends, um, struggling and fighting against this crazy virus. But I mean, I first thought that maybe this episode is just a minute of silence just to show some respect to Adele, but then that wouldn't tell you anything about Adele. And yeah, she was an interesting character. She is a bit younger than me. And I think, if I remember correctly, she bought herself a Harley Davidson motorcycle a couple of years after me and then joined the Harley Davidson owners group. And I think it's either after a relationship or whatever, she was kind of like making a life change, taking on something else, something new. And I remember Adele kind of walking into the club and getting introduced and kind of into our little community, because I don't talk about it a lot, but my friend Jeff and Corin, his wife, we became friends through the Harley Davidson owners group in Johannesburg, South Africa. And we went on many adventures, both within the Harley Davidson owners group, but then also on our own, made lots of road trips. And through this, we also built up, as probably natural, circle of friends, of which Adele was kind of one of the usual suspects. And she was always at all our parties and get-togethers, and she did many trips. And I remember her joining the Harley Davidson owners group and then being quite quiet, and then kind of working her way in and kind of transforming herself into this biker chick. As much as Harley Davidson people become hardcore motorcyclists, you have your opinions about that, but she was definitely a bit different though, because I remember one of the things that she used to do, and sometimes to her detriment too, is that she wanted to keep up with the old school riders. Because in this group of friends, you have people who kind of come into this Harley Davidson lifestyle of riding motorcycles and kind of do it in a light kind of touch. And then you have some of the folks who actually go out and really ride, do long road trips and kind of live on the motorcycle. And she kind of tried to do the latter, and sometimes with success and sometimes with less success. I remember her going missing at some small little town in South Africa when we were kind of doing a trip, and we had to go find her where a motorcycle fell over in a very dark street. We were really stressing, but it was kind of a joke afterwards. But then also I remember her kind of like keeping up with the rest of us, just like riding hard, sometimes a bit crazy, sometimes pushing a little bit too hard. And I wonder if it wasn't also because she was a lady trying to, or not trying to, she was showing us that she can keep up with the best of us and really kind of fit in. And also I have to say, like, looking at all the condolences and the messages coming through on her wall on Facebook, I can see that she has definitely earned that. And a lot of those old riders are devastated by the news, as am I. It's a strange feeling, because my friend Corin kind of informed me a couple of minutes ago about Adele, and I kept on typing and then deleting, because what can you say? What can you really say? It feels like such empty words to go post something on Facebook or put something in a WhatsApp group, or I don't know what to say. I just know that I'm feeling something, and it's both kind of a little bit of a loss, but then also some good memories, that gets reawakened, because she's not going to be forgotten. That's for sure. She's been too a deeper part of our circle of friends. And also, of course, there is an indirect impact, because it does affect the struggle that my friend Jeff is kind of going through at the moment, because it kind of knocks you a little bit. So I feel for my friend Corin, his wife, because both Jeff and then another friend of ours is still in a very serious condition. So we can only kind of hope and send positive vibes that things will turn out well, because you never know. You never know. But for now, this is about Adelle, the crazy biker chick who was always on the road, riding way too hard, sometimes out of her own comfort zone, and just taking life by the horns and living it to the fullest. That's one thing that I think I can say about her. So yeah, I wish I could be there to show my respects, because usually all bikers get together. But then again, with this crazy pandemic, it's not even possible to go show your respects with your motorcycle and in force. But we'll do that in spirit. So Adelle, I'll probably crack open a Jack Daniels tonight and drink one on you.